Welcome to Tabletop Gaming Guild. Today we'll be looking at Wingspan Asia, the third expansion to Wingspan by Stonemaier Games. Designer Elizabeth Hargrave has added a few new elements to the game, notably 1 to 2 player mode, as well as components for a 6th and 7th player. So glancing at the rules, it sounds like they take a new, unique approach to large player counts. You're essentially going to be playing 2 simultaneous games with minimal interaction between 2 groups of players. This is also unique in that it's simultaneously a standalone expansion and an expansion that requires the base game. So if you're playing with 1 or 2 players, this is all you need. If you want to play with more than that, you need the base game. From what I can tell, mechanically this does not change anything to the game unless you're playing with those alternate player counts. Which begs the question, is this worth buying if you are typically playing Wingspan with 3 or 4 players? Unfortunately, I can't answer that question right now. I'll have to try this out first. But rest assured, I'll be talking about this game on our Tabletop Gaming Guild show once I've gotten it to the table. Component quality, like all the other Wingspan content, is nice quality. It's not super deluxeified, but it's deluxeified enough to maintain a reasonable price point. So apparently these yin-yang components have to do with the duet mode. I'm not sure exactly how they play in. So these new bags look different because they are biodegradable bags, so they definitely move to more eco-friendly materials in their components for Wingspan, which makes sense with a theme, as well as being generally a good thing. My only concern is, while I'm not entirely sure what these bags are made of, they do feel a lot like latex, which could be an issue for people with latex allergy. But hopefully that's not the case. So we got more cards to the already massive deck of cards that we have for Wingspan with all the expansions, including player rates for the 2 new game modes, and a few new scoring cards for the Automa mode, as well as some new Automa actions. A nice stack of new scoring cards for the main game. And Hargrave is very well known for making an enormous effort to ensure that the probabilities of each card fitting the requirements for a score doesn't change with each expansion. So the distribution of various bird types is maintained, even though they're adding a huge number of bird cards. To the point that if you put all expansions together, this is going to take a while to shuffle. I also have no doubt they will have added these cards to the app so that you can pull out your phone and scan these cards and hear what these birds sound like. So now we're getting into the component for the flock mode, which is basically components that allow you to have a second game set up, essentially. The second group will have their own deck of birds to draw from, their own resources, their own resource dice. So basically while some of the birds may still interact with what other people are doing, they're playing their own separate game. And of course they've added the 2 additional player boards that are required. These are double-sided, so you have the one side to use during the base game. The other side is to be used if you have the Oceania expansion in play. So that's the components for Wingspan Asia. Doesn't add a lot mechanically if you're playing 3 to 4, but it does seem to add a lot of options for higher player count. And, of course, solo and dual. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to check us out on other social media such as Instagram and Facebook. And don't forget to like and subscribe.